Hola a todos and welcome to the Language Learners Podcast. I am your host, Kara, and this is your very first step into learning Spanish. I'm so excited to be your guide today. You know, when you're learning a new language, especially one like Spanish, greetings and introductions are super important. They're not just about saying hello, they're about showing respect and friendliness in Spanish-speaking cultures. So, mastering these basic phrases will really help you connect with people and make a great first impression. Let's dive right in. First up, let's learn some essential greetings. The most common and universal way to say hello in Spanish is, of course, hola. That's H-O-L-A. Super simple, right? Just hola. It works for any time of day, any situation. So remember that one. Hola. Next, we have greetings that change depending on the time of day. For good morning, you'd say buenos días. Listen closely. Buenos días. The B in buenos is like a soft B sound. Buenos días. You use this from, early morning until about noon. Then, for good afternoon or good evening, we say buenas tardes. That's buenas tardes. Notice the change from buenos to buenas because tardes is a feminine plural word. Buenas tardes. You can use this from like noon until the sun goes down or it starts getting dark, early evening. And finally, for good night, or even good evening when it's much later, we say buenas noches. That's buenas noches. Again, buenas. You use buenas noches from sunset onward, and it can also be used as a way to say goodbye at night, kind of like have a good night. So to recap, hola, buenos días, buenas tardes, and buenas noches. Try saying them with me now. Hola. Buenos días. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches. Great job! Now that you know how to say hello, let's move on to introductions. How do you tell someone your name? The phrase you'll use is me llamo, which means my name is, or, literally, I call myself. So if your name is Maria, you'd say me llamo Maria. Let's try it. Me llamo, and then your name. Try it out loud. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? This literally translates to, how do you call yourself? The word te here is the informal you. Spanish has two ways to say you. Two for informal situations, like with friends or family, and usted for formal situations, like with someone older or in a professional setting. For beginners, we're going to focus on te for now. So again, to ask, what's your name? ¿Cómo te llamas? And after you've introduced yourselves, a common and very polite phrase to say is mucho gusto. That's M-O-C-H-O-G-U-S-T-O. It means nice to meet you or much pleasure. It's a really friendly and common response after an introduction. So when someone tells you their name, you can say mucho gusto. It's just, a very kind thing to say. Let's quickly review me llamo, ¿cómo te llamas, and mucho gusto. Okay, so now let's put it all together with a little example dialogue. I'll read it slowly first, and then we'll do it at a more natural pace. Imagine two people meeting for the first time. Hola, me llamo Juan. Mucho gusto, Juan. ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Sofía. Mucho gusto, Sofía. All right, let's try that at a slightly more natural pace, just like you'd hear it in real life. Listen closely. Hola, me llamo Juan. Mucho gusto, Juan. ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Sofía. Mucho gusto, Sofía. See, it flows pretty naturally once you get the hang of it. You can, practice this little dialogue with a friend or even, with yourself in the mirror. And that brings us to the end of our first Spanish lesson. Great job today. I really encourage you to repeat this lesson a few times. Focus on your pronunciation, and then Maybe try introducing yourself in Spanish today. Find someone, a friend, a family member, and just practice. Hola, me llamo, your name. You got this. Keep practicing, and I'll talk to you next time. Adios.